week's wonderful episode of Storm King's Thunder as we play more and more D&D and go batshit crazy. I am your host Ryan, and you're, as I like to say, the not so humble DM, because I will cackle maniacally when people do stupid shit and will not be humble about it in any way, shape, or form. Let's go down my list of the order that's showing up on the stream. So first up, for introductions, will be Dave. Who are you playing as tonight?
I'm playing the same guy that I played every night.
That's true.
Pinky.
What are we doing next, Brian?
Which is Kosov Kolinda, the human fighter.
Yes. You're all level. Are you all level 4 or 5 right now? I forget.
I'm personally at level 4.
That's what level you're all at. Cool.
Cool.
Next up, Emily. Who you playing as tonight?
What's up, y'all? I'm playing as Kaibar Tavak, the Goliath Barbarian, the meat shield, the dude that throws stuff. What's up, y'all? Also, it's my birthday.
Woo!
Oh shit!
I think we should do a special. Like, if anyone donates, you have to do a shot.
I don't have any here, so
Oh,
Nice.
That's depressing, man.
yeah, it happens.
Aw.
It's cool. I'm having a party on Saturday, so.
Hey, there you go. Next up, Ismad. Who are you playing as tonight?
I'm playing a character.
That's cool.
Mm.
That's
What
cool.
can I say? I'm a man of many faces.
You're a man of many something.
And many somethings and not a lot on the head.
That's fair.
I'll be playing as Parzival, your humble rogue.
Are you humble? Actually, I think you are, because you've died quite a lot. So I think if that doesn't humble someone, I
don't know.
I don't know what will. All right, and last but not least, Courtney.
Hey guys,
Who you playing as?
I am Courtney Elias. I can be found doing things on the internet sometimes. I am playing Sabria Arcane, the half-elf celestial warlock. I do magic, and
That you do.
yeah.
You're also a clothy and take a lot of damage.
I'm squishy as fuck.
You're very squishy. Cool.
You are not wrong about that.
So let's do this quick little recap. Actually, I'll minimize that. I don't need that. Cool. So last time we played, 2 weeks ago, you guys had successfully gotten rid of the goblins. You left one alive. That was cool. Because he made a deal with you and then ran away like a bitch or something. I honestly don't remember exactly, but I know you left one alive. Upon returning back to the town with the survivors that you had found, you guys rested up, you asked some questions, like what happened in the town, like yada, yada, yada. And in the middle of asking questions, this enormous tower just started floating towards the town. Which is strange in itself because a tower shouldn't be floating. But then it got a little bit more strange when the clouds around the tower formed solid steps leading down into the town for you guys to climb up. And if I remember correctly, it was about 1,000 steps. I could be wrong. But that's what I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 1,000 feet, so about 1,000 steps. Cool. You guys made your way to the top of this tower, and upon entering, you saw what can only be described as as it says in the module, an eccentric cloud giant with windswept white hair, a wispy white beard, and a billowy purple robe adorned with golden stars.
You found what can only be described as a big-ass dude.
A big-ass dude that dresses like Yen Sid from goddamn...
So we found Disney.
You found Disney. Congratulations. You're all
Merlin from The
you're all-
Sword and the Stone.
You're all going to Disney World.
Never again.
Woo!
So,
I
that's...
don't remember winning anything, but okay.
You won the ability to survive a goblin cave.
That's fair.
So, and we ended off the session with the cloud giant like coming from his little perch up top of the tower, like on the inside, and just slowly floating down towards your level. cackling like a madman. Not really like a madman, but he is laughing. He's very, like I said,
Jovial?
eccentric. He's very jovial. Works. He's very happy. He's excited that he has guests.
Santa Claus?
I can't imagine why.
Where's the Santa you speak of?
So yeah, that's where we're gonna start. On the map, you see him just go floating down, bloop, and he just kind of looks at you all with a big ass grin. What's up?
I can't find my character. Oh, there we go. There we go. I found it.
You guys can see the whole map, right? I don't have the dynamic lighting on for this map.
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, we can
Cool.
see everything.
I just wanted to make sure because it's daytime. There should be no reason why you have minimal sight. Cool. So he looks at you all. Are you guys gonna? Do you guys want to say something to him, or do you want me to say? How do you want to do this?
First off, I'm just gonna go. All right, wizard. You said you wanted to talk. Go ahead, talk. And I go behind her.
All of a sudden, I find myself up front and like,
Wait, where did you put yourself, Parzival?
he's
I-
basically standing behind me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like
Yeah,
looking.
there
I'm
you
like, I'm like,
Yep.
where the fuck did you go?
Yeah.
You don't want to be
So
in the
like all of a
front.
sudden he like bounces behind me and shoves me forward. And it's like,
You said you wanted to talk. Go ahead.
Did I say that?
No.
Yes, you did.
He said he wanted to talk. That's all. Both you guys kind of said you did. To be honest.
We both said. Yeah. As I'm pushing you, I'm like, remember you said you wanted to handle all the talking. Go ahead.
That I do remember.
Yep, so do I. Okay.
All you.
Hi?
And in this like loud booming voice, because he's a fucking giant, he goes, "Wait, I should phrase this as booming as it is, a little higher pitched than you expected. It's a little bit." He's like, "Oh well, hello. I haven't had little people. It's so nice to have visitors. How are you all doing?"
Good.
That's
She
good.
speaks for me.
So, are you all from the town below us?
Not exactly.
Not,
No.
not exactly.
No.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Well, we've
Then
been
why were you
hanging out.
there? You were just hanging out?
We've been there for a few days. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. He's like kind of like glancing over all of you, like sizing you all up, essentially, I guess. And
Oh, that's nice.
he looks at. I'm gonna. Actually, since
Roll for
no,
it.
you know what? Since he's actually talking to you, since you're the one talking to him, he looks at you first. He goes, he's like, "So you're, if I'm not mistaken, you're a half elf, right?"
Yeah. Yes.
And he's like, excellent. He's like, starts mumbling to himself. He's like, good. This matches up. He pulls it. He goes in his robes and pulls out like a giant. To him, it's a normal book, but you guys, it's like massive fucking book. He's like going through the pages, like just going through. It's like half elf. Blah, blah, blah. And he's like scrolls through. He goes, "Your name isn't Sabria, is it?"
Okay. Guys, how does he know that?
That ain't no
Patrick?
clothes,
That doesn't make sense. What? A little help here?
This is one of those times I could actually say a wizard did it.
You dirty bastard! I'm not really sure how you know that.
I point to Parzival. What's his name?
And he just goes like, oh, his face is like, "Well, you didn't confirm if you're Sabria, but if you are," he's like still pointing down. Like you can't really see me pointing down because the camera's up higher.
Yeah.
He's like, "But if you are," he's like, "Wait, there should only be one gray one. Why are there two gray ones?" He's looking at both the Kaibar and Parzival, because Parzival's in his changeling form right now. He's like, now I'm confused. One of you is Kaibar.
You're confused.
Welcome to my world. I'm always confused.
And Xavier's just like looking back to everybody else, like, what the fuck?
So, am I getting your names right or no? Are you Sabria?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. He's like,
Guys, this is weird.
grabs like just snaps his finger and a quill appears in his hand. He starts jotting down in his book. So he goes, that means like it is right that one of you two gray ones are Kaibar.
Who are you?
Oh, we'll get to that. The human should be Kosif. And I guess the other gray one, did Parzival die?
I'm present.
A few times.
And yes, I did die.
Why are you gray?
I mean-
I don't think you could just ask people why they're gray.
I did it.
This isn't
I
Mean
mean-
Girls, Courtney.
I'm so glad somebody caught on to that.
You should know. I mean, you are a high and mighty wizard, are you not?
Well, he's certainly
Well, yes,
high.
I am. Well, we are high off the ground.
That too.
Yeah, I like that part.
But what else would you expect me to be? I live in the clouds. I'm a cloud giant. I love how confused you all are.
Are we
Any
supposed to be in-
less in the clouds?
Maybe. But I haven't. Where are my manners? My name is Cephrios. Nice to meet you all.
Hi.
The pleasure's all mine.
I'm sure it is.
Oh God.
And thank you for welcoming us to your house. It is very big.
He looks around. He's like, "Is it? Oh, I guess you guys are small." That's true. I guess it is big. Thank you. So he closes his book up, or no, he doesn't, because he needs it to continue with his conversation that he wants to have. So he looks. He's like, well, this lines up most fortuitously. I'm so glad I found you all.
Excuse me.
Yes.
This is really weird. How do you know who we are?
Sorry, I was chewing on my popcorn.
Noted.
Cool. I'm trying to find the exact word. There we go. Well, I scry. That's what I do. But that's only part of everything. What do you know of other planes and things that live there?
Depends on which one we're talking about, I guess.
Just in general.
I don't think I've ever been to another plane. I've read a few books, but
That's fair. Okay. Doesn't know shit. He goes like, and that's when he will slam his book. He's like, next question. What do you all know about giants? Besides
I just think
that we're
something
big.
like-
what?
They're big.
Besides that we're big.
That's all I know.
Uh-huh. Well, apparently some don't like the village that we're currently hovering over very much.
Yes, it is a shame. My brethren are dumb.
They're mediocre craftspeople.
And he looks and he's like, you realize you're standing in a flying tower.
hand.
How is that mediocre? Like, he snaps and pulls like a goblet and just takes a drink. Like, you bitch.
He kind of has a point.
All right, time for some exposition.
Fuck. Son of a bitch.
Cool.
Ooh, story time. I sit down, crisscross.
Crisscross applesauce.
Lay it on me.
All right.
Shit.
Well, us Cloud Giants are normally nicer people. Nicer to the Giants. We're not like those savages that of the Frost or Flame Giants, Fire Giants. Either way, they're evil. I don't like them. But all of the Giants, we, believe it or not, we have our own castings order, like our own society. Which Giants are, the ruling class, which Giants are not. We call it the Ordning. I don't know who came up with that name. I don't like it. Very bland. But anyway, a few weeks ago, the current rulers, the Storm Giants, kind of had a let's say a falling out with the gods, and the ordning has been shattered, and all the Giants are vying for who gets to be the new rulers. Clearly, the Cloud Giants wanted whatever was down here, in hopes of making themselves the more powerful of the Giants, so they could be the new rulers. From my scrying with the other planes, I've been told that you would be the ones that would help keep the ordning in check and keep those Giants undeserving or evil from taking over the ruling class. And I was to help you. Ooh, it's so exciting.
How would you like to help us?
Oh, yes, that's right. So, I was, from what the planes and the gods have told me, my role in this is to take you somewhere. But they didn't tell me where I'm supposed to take you. I was hoping you all knew.
I don't out of game. I don't have a list of the places that we were supposed to go.
Okay. The 3 places you have are, Tribor, the Golden Fields, and Bryn Shander.
Isn't the Golden Fields closest?
Let me pull up my maps. I'm pretty sure the Golden Fields is the closest.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you a quick rundown of each of the towns so you can decide where you actually would like to go out of those towns. Because they each offer you different things. Like, inside the town, like, more variety of shit to do in that town between, right now and the next major event, I guess. So yeah, Golden Fields is the closest, and all of the towns are, like, pretty much north of you. Golden Fields is the closest to you, but it's essentially a farming community. So you can picture even though it is a full-fledged town, they're not hustle and bustle city life. Obviously, you can find a decent amount of stuff like forest and stuff around the outside of the town, as well as random, denizens of the forest that you may be able to explore some. Try to find any hidden shit that's around the town. I don't want to give you too much because I don't want to. But the short version, it's a farming town.
Okay.
And from there, the other two get progressively more city-like. Like Tribord is like that middle ground. Half, it is a mercantile town, because it is actually on one of the main roads towards the far north. It's kind of like at like a three-way intersection between Waterdeep, Mirabar, which is one of like the cities of like the dwarves and shit, and what's to the east of it, or yeah, intersection of those two, and Silvery Moon, which is for anyone that doesn't know what Silvery Moon, it's pretty much where if you're a paladin in Faerun, 9 times out of 10 you're coming out of Silvery Moon. Like they are like the holy land. So like Tribord's like in the middle of all those. So they do enough trade between the three, as well as their own self-sustaining, like, you know, farming and shit. And then Bryn Shander's the exact opposite of the Golden Fields. It is a city, and it's the biggest city that is within the Icewind Dale, which is a inhospitable. It's Antarctica, but somehow 10 different cities have popped up there, all called 10 towns, and the biggest one is Bryn Shander. They somehow in that harsh landscape they've made a fucking metropolis.
Okay.
I will say, to try to give you a little, obviously Bryn Shander's a whole icy area. Tribord, it's give me a second, because I want to see who's Tribord. Where's the shit I'm looking for? God damn it.
As an aside, Icewind Dale is also the setting of a very good D&D game. It's great. Go play Icewind Dale. It's on Steam. Buy that shit.
It's also where Drizzt Do'Urden is from, which is my favorite fucking D&D related character. Cool. Tribord is more of like a flatland, but there are like just north of it, not really just north of it, but far to the north, there's volcanoes and mountainous area, like kind of nearby. And then Golden Fields, it's just hilly as fuck. There you go. But those are the 3 places you have. And each of them has a quest associated with it, so whichever one you choose. The quest for all of them is pretty much the same. It's go deliver the news of a dead person to their surviving member.
Cool.
So I'll leave it up to you guys to come to a group consensus of where to go. But those are the 3 major choices.
Sweet. Well, I don't really think we need Mr. High and Mighty to take us on an errand.
Yeah, I'm not
Too
inclined
important.
to trust this guy.
Too important for that.
Are you saying that to him or like out loud so we can hear it?
Yeah, out loud.
Okay. Well. Yes, I am important.
I mean, that mustn't be what he was talking about.
I'm,
Going to one of those 3 towns?
well, he doesn't know those 3 towns. Like that was me like telling you out of character. Like those are the 3 places. He just knows from what he has been told. He is supposed to take you somewhere. He doesn't know where. He just said his from what his divination has told him. He's supposed to find these heroes and take them to their like their next destination. Like he showed up at the town when he was told to show up, or like when the divination told him to be there, because it would coincide with you all being there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I was just assuming that we maybe talked a little bit out loud during your
Sure,
expo.
that's fair. So yeah, what does he know? So yeah, he knows of. He actually knows of all 3 towns, and how he'd say, well, it doesn't matter which town. I just know look, if you don't want to go, I can't stop you. I can, but that would be against the gods. I don't know if you know that. You're not supposed to piss them off.
What the gods, may I ask?
I don't know what gods the giants worship because I'm a horrible person to prepare that shit. Go, Ryan. You know what?
I mean, it's the player's sole purpose in life, too.
To ask the questions and throw the DM for a loop because he doesn't prepare. What gods do giants
The
worship?
patron god and father of the cloud giants is Memnor the trickster, the cleverest and slyest of the giant deities.
Hey, look at that, and I just
Yeah, I don't
pulled
know
up
if I know
that.
that just from the name.
Um,
Well, maybe.
cool. 5e. Bam. Giant pantheon. Cool. That's what I needed. All
Cloud
of
giants
that.
call themselves a
And then the Storm Giant is the most important one because they're the ones that are the current leaders of the Giants. And of course, the Pantheon doesn't fucking say. Cool. So for right now, we'll just stick with that one.
Here we go. Storm giants recall the glory of ancient giant empires forged by the god Anem. They seek to restore what
Adam the All-Father.
Yep.
The greater god, who was the chief among the giant deities and hailed as the creator of the giant races. He was the god of creation, fertility, learning, and philosophy. Cool. Like, I had the list of all of them. It just didn't tell me... It didn't say which one the cloud giants were most impressed with. Cool. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I was just curious. I mean, he says he's talks to him and all.
he and him as a wizard, though, he probably also converses with Mistra, who is considered, I think, technically the Seven Sisters is one of the names she goes by because there's a shitload of different people that have taken up the mantle of Mistra. Because every time something bad happens in Faerun and magic goes haywire, it's because someone killed Mistra. Bullshit. Yeah,
Wow. It happens a few times.
every time there's a new addition in D&D, it's usually because someone killed Mistra.
Something something sigil, something something Lady of Pain.
Yeah. So yeah, he probably would have conversed with Omnin. Let me copy and paste that into the chat for you guys, as well as Mistra. We'll say those two, just because they make the most sense. Boom-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. And
And the
then
next question,
Mistra.
would my character know who they are?
You have some background in it, don't you? I think maybe.
History, not religion.
Not religion. But you would know of... I think you at least would know of the Ordning, just because it is a major plot with... Not really plot, but a major part of their society.
Mm-hmm.
I'll copy this and paste it in just directly to you. And that's what you would know of that. It's quite long, but there you go.
I'll read it later. Cool.
So yes, you copy and keep that for yourself. But that's... And yeah, boom, right there it says Giants... Yeah, and this is... He would explain this to... At least the first part of this to everyone. It's like... Giant Society... Is, how he was saying that the Ordning dictates who's in charge. The caste system is largely imposed by their gods, and the chief one being Omnin, the Allfather. And now that I've copied it, I actually see that. But all the rest of that I'm not giving the rest of you, Kosif knows. And if he chooses to share that with you at a later point, he can. But he will say what has recently brought, caused that falling out, essentially, and this break within the Ordning, is their god, so Omnin, he's the one that broke the Ordning, because he's a little upset with the giants right now. Recently in the world, and this would be like one of like rumors that almost anyone that has been in a town in like the past year or two would have heard. Tiamat, the evil dragon god, was recently brought back into the world, quickly defeated by some other adventurers. But because dragons are the giants, giants and dragons are like water and oil. They fucking hate each other. But because Tiamat was brought back to the world, the Allfather was a little pissed that the giants were in such a state of complacency that he's like, you know what? I'm not helping you be the ruler anymore. They're storm giants. We're gonna let you all the giants, fight it out to see who gets to be the new leader, because you clearly are fucking up. So that
Giants are fractious sort by nature.
that
Why do we need to get involved in your affairs?
that is a good question. So we'll see. Obviously, the storm giants, and for the most part, up until recently, us cloud giants as a whole are usually goodly creatures, as I said before. But picture if the frost giants or the fire giants or to gain control of giant society. They would not sit idly and try to make peace with smaller folk like you. They would rise up and attempt to destroy as much of Faerun as they can, as much of the little folk. I don't want that. You small people fascinate me. Yeah, you can do so much, yet be so small.
Sorry. Wait, that was in game, but that was also out of game.
You know he's probably right.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's not wrong.
But so my hope, and as long as if the gods have shown me right, you will help hopefully keep the storm giants in a seat of power. It would be most fortuitous for everyone.
I'm sure it would be fortuitous for the storm giants to stay in power. I wonder why you think that.
Well, because King Hekaton has done a wonderful job being the ruler. Why ruin a good thing? And here, I'll copy that to give that name to give to everyone. Yeah. Where did she? You would also know this, there, Kosif, because of, like, why you would know things about giants. There's been rumor, after he mentioned King Hekaton, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. There's been rumor that a storm giant who had an air of nobility about her was found dead on one of the major shores along the Sword Coast, which is, the side of Faerun that you're on. It's like maybe like a couple miles outside of like Waterdeep or Thornhold. Both are major towns along the Storm Coast. Like within the last week or two, like no one really, since it's just rumors, you haven't heard of like who this giant is, but she definitely looked like she had, from what you've heard, she was definitely somewhat of importance.
Okay. And of the storm giants?
Yes. you would know. You would have at least heard those rumors. Like you don't know the details, but you heard about it.
Okay, so we have 3 places to go that we know of, unless we can think of anything else, anywhere else we want to go. How fast can this thing move?
Oh, it moves. It moves quite quickly. I used to get around most of Faerun all the time.
Too good to walk.
Well, it's also safer than walking. There are many of people of your size that are prejudiced against us, and wouldn't stop to ask any questions before trying to sling us full of arrows.
So what you're saying is we're dangerous to your kind, but we should worry if you guys come down here.
I know it's all seems counterproductive, but we have been trying for the past few years, especially, to break that stereotype that we are all dangerous. But with your short life, besides well, you're already half elf. Besides the elves, most of you have a short lifespan and don't really take to change very well.
Shit.
Look, Kaibar, I think if things get back to normal, we help him get back to normal, right the order or whatever. Cloud giants, they should leave us alone. They don't care too much for us little people.
See, he knows. God damn it! I know there's a pronunciation thing around here. I gotta find it. No, it's gonna bug me on some of it that I can't get these names right.
Oh God.
But yeah, this is right now. This is all on you guys. What you wish to do, where to go, etc., etc.
I'm gonna like turn around to everybody else. Guys, he kind of said it himself. This seems very counterproductive.
Let me find out their pronunciations like in each of their fucking names. Nope. Okay, never mind.
Oh, you're fucked.
Right? At least fucking Tomb of Annihilation has a pronunciation guide for each of these fucking characters. All right.
They should just use easier names.
Some of them are holy shit. There's a Jasper in this campaign. That's not the noble from fucking Kosef.
God, that's magical.
There's so many
Fucking
names.
A.
A lot of people.
I have a lot of names to give you guys by the end of
I
this.
just put my hands in the air like, I don't know. It's up to you guys. I gotta take care of this little cat on my shoulder.
That's right, you have the fucking cat, don't you? That cat belongs to someone.
Yeah, I do believe he has to be taken to Golden Field.
Is that the one that has to go to Golden Fields? I can't remember.
I'm about to find out for you.
Okay.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, Golden Fields.
Yep, the Golden Fields, because that cat's name is... Does it have a name?
Yes, I forget what it is.
I know it's the species is a Tresium, but yeah.
The fuck?
Cool. A Tresium, a winged cat.
Oh.
There you go. But yes, that cat is supposed to go to Golden Fields.
So we just test it and see. Let's just go to Golden Fields and see how things work out.
That would be the closest one. Like I said, he can take you wherever. So is that what you guys are deciding?
I'm saying let's just go to Golden Fields and test out, see how his confrontation goes with him.
Cool. You know what the fun part is? If you guys would have walked the Golden Fields, 40.
Taking us like a week.
More than that. 7,
Oh shit.
8, 9, 10. It would have taken you almost 2 weeks to get there. If
Just to Golden Fields? Holy fuck!
a party can move on average, like when you're doing world travel, can move 10 miles a day.
Oh, God damn it.
This is about 130 miles if you follow the road. So about 12 to 13 days, depending on how fast of a pace you're moving.
Alright, so my next question to the big man. How quick can we get to Golden Field?
Golden Fields. I wouldn't say more than 3 or 4 days.
I say we go for it.
Yeah. Even if you took a straight...
Everybody?
Cool, wow. I'm looking at how long of it would be for a straight shot if you didn't take the roads to Golden Fields.
After I go, after to the 3 to 4 days, I want to whisper to everybody, are we sure we want to spend 4 days with him?
Hey, look, he looks lively. And besides, maybe he can be friendly. Maybe he's here to help us. Why not use the help?
I was kind of hoping for like a boom, we're there.
I don't think anybody can instantly teleport.
You really don't know about the magic circles within the major cities, then, do you?
No?
There are some major towns that have teleportation circles that, for a price, they can teleport you to anywhere else that has a teleportation circle. Obviously, there has to be a circle at both ends, and not every city or town has one of those circles. But that you can bamf from place to place.
Again, I have no clue about the teleportation circle. That's why I'm saying that.
I know, but I'm letting you know out of character.
No, that's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like this. I like playing.
I mean,
I like playing
can
as Zephyrios.
Can I like tell them like how much it's gonna take us, like in character, tell them how much it's gonna take us to get to Golden Field?
Like, wait, tell the party that it will take that
Yeah.
long? Honestly, most of your party would probably know that, just because you're in the Sword Coast. Most of you have been along the Sword Coast in some fashion. Kaibar would have been coming down from the north and would have passed, not really passed by Golden Fields, but if he was traveling on the roads, he would have saw the road that was leading to Golden Fields, and most likely, not really a mile marker of how long it is, but it would probably how many days travel it would be at those signposts.
Yeah, and I mean, I also, Goliaths have a my background, sorry, Wanderer.
You got
Good
the
memory
Wanderer
for
feat.
maps and geography. I can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and the like. I can find food for myself and 5 others each day, as long as the land offers berries, small game, water, etc.
Cool.
So,
Awesome.
I'm good at remembering roads and shit.
So yeah, so you would probably know that it'd be about 2 weeks of travel. I think
And that's why I asked how fast we could get there
Yeah.
from here.
you could probably get there in about 2 weeks. He can get you there in 3 days. The fun one really is, if you guys are going to Golden Fields, I'll just tell you this one because I think it's fun. To get the Bryn Shander, it would take about a month, or a little bit less than a month with him, but it would take you probably about 3 months to travel by foot to get the Bryn Shander. That's a lot of possibilities of random encounters.
A month in the sky.
Would have gotten you to Bryn Shander.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're in agreement to Golden Fields then?
Ooh, wait, maybe we can... What about this? We walk or take horses to Golden Fields, and Mr... Did he introduce himself?
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
And Mr. Zephyrios just follows us in the sky. And then when we know where to go after that, maybe he takes us to the next one. I don't want to spend 4 days with him.
Um,
I can see why you don't like his attitude. Got it. Meanwhile, I love it. I spent 2 weeks preparing myself to play as this guy.
I believe it. Son of a bitch.
'Cause I got really excited when I read what this character was like.
Yeah. Well, maybe you don't have to spend all 4 days with him. I mean, maybe you can walk around outside a little bit when you get particularly annoyed.
Oh yeah, just take a step out the door and 1,000 feet drop.
I mean, the clouds
Well, I mean,
the clouds are
look
solid.
there.
That's the
The
walk
clouds
on.
were solid. We had to walk upstairs, and I'm pretty sure that surrounding clouds where we walked across to the door will stay there. Or maybe we can ask him to make it. Maybe he'll let that stay while we travel. I get it. This is weird, but it's saving us a lot of time.
We're in no rush. I'm in no rush. I shouldn't speak for the party.
Oh my god. This is weird as fuck anyway.
I love it. By the way, the floor you're on is about 100 feet high. So he floated down from 100 feet up to come talk to you.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, wow, 100 feet. I wanted to make sure the map actually showed that correctly.
Oh, God.
You look around on this first floor, by the way, and besides I would say the desk and chair that he's sitting at as he talks to you all, there's nothing else on this floor. So you can kind of surmise that he doesn't spend most of his time down here.
Well, I'll follow you, Sabria, if you keep showing me cool spells.
All right. Okay. Kaibar, you good?
I want to be clear that I hate all of this, and I'm only going because you're all going to die if I don't.
And it's greatly appreciated. I don't think we really like it any more than you do.
I feel like
Percival?
you're in a mix between hating this and loving it.
Oh, you're goddamn right I am.
Are you channeling?
I've had 2 weeks to prep for this, dude.
Are you channeling your inner hi nanny ho nanny?
I don't know if it's that or if it's the other way around. I don't know if it's my inner Indonis or if it's my inner Savior kicking in right now. I'm digging this shit.
And this guy's
Cool.
a wizard too, right? The cloud giant?
He's what?
Well, what?
He's
do we know
certainly dressed like one.
Hold on 1 second, people.
Does she have her iPad?
Yes.
Ma'am, not well.
Sorry.
Tonight's show brought to you by Burt's Bees Lip Balm.
Sorry, my wife came home and was asking a question about her daughter, because when I put her in her room for the night, I gave her her iPad to play with, so she wouldn't be whining.
Yeah, you're good.
Do we know, like, I don't know how obvious class is to people, like, actually in game.
If
Would
you
we know what
do
he is?
you want to roll an Arcana check or a intelligence check or any check?
Ooh, that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
I mean, I'm thinking he's wizardy. I just want to know if he's wizardy or not.
Well, roll an athletics check to see if he's a wizard.
I mean,
Flex on him.
you're just gonna flex on him. Well, yeah, both Sabria and Koso, since the two of you can do magic, you can kind of sense some sort of magical air about him. And the fact that he is controlling a floating fucking tower, he definitely has some sort of magical aptitude.
That makes
Also, that
sense.
giant book that he snapped into existence.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That was pretty magical.
Yeah.
I would know wizard for sure.
You would know either wizard or sorcerer, since they're the two magical. What you might call it.
Okay.
I rolled an 18. Does that tell me anything more specific?
Oh, he has a lot. You can sense, not just the magic that he can do, but you can sense he has some magical shit on his person right now. Like,
Yeah, I believe
you,
it.
You can feel it. It's like, fucking Kronk in, Emerson Groove's like, feel the power, Kronk. Oh, I can feel it.
I can feel it.
That's you right now. You can feel that magic.
Okay. Awesome. What a great example. This is fun.
You're welcome.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking at his
wow.
character sheet right now. God damn.
Shit, dude.
You know what? Go ahead. Piss off the cloud giant. See what happens to you.
Good. Fucking do it. Do it. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
Cool. So he goes like, so the Golden Fields it is then. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'll set a course.
So after Golden Fields, will you take us to next thing? Is this like a one-time deal? We don't even know why we're going to Golden Fields to drop off a cat. I don't think you're gods. So like, hey, help these people
I
take a
The-
cat.
I don't know anything about no cat, but
Kids with dead parents.
if
Yeah.
that's where you're going, maybe the gods work in mysterious ways. There could be something waiting for you there. I don't know.
What
It
I'm
could just
asking
be
you-
it could just be a cat. Who knows? But if it's a
Okay.
clue to what you have to do, that's what I was told to do.
What I was asking is maybe if Golden Fields is a bust, you take us to the next
Sure.
place.
We can do
Oh.
that. I will make sure you get to where you need to go. And with that, he kind of like floats back up.
Okay, you gotta teach me that.
You guys can't really see him too well up there because he's like fumbling around with something. But you do see like probably about like right above him is like this giant like bluish green orb. And he starts like fumbling with it, like rotating his hands with it. And after a couple seconds, like the orb like coalesces into a picture of Golden Fields, and the tower starts moving towards it.
Shotgun. Exist? Longbow.
He calls down,
Oh,
and I'm gonna move you guys all into the left hand side so you're actually
God
like
damn
can
it.
be like on the top down view of it and see everything. He's like, so obviously there's no way for you to get up here, but that's it. But you can't get up here. Make yourselves at home. I don't have anything for you to sleep on down there. I'm a giant.
So there's a door our size. There's nothing else our size?
Oh, that was just magically smaller, so it wouldn't be intimidating. I don't think you guys could open a big door. Can you?
Right.
Well, I didn't say break it open. I'm sure you could do that.
I mean, you didn't exactly specify. So.
You're right. So, you guys are traveling on this thing is moving pretty quickly. Well, there's really not much else to say unless you got some more questions for him, but
depending on how much time goes by, I'll have a few things I want to say or attempt or do. Or
say to him or to the party.
Mix of both. Just let me know like day 1, day 2, day 3.
Well, unless you're doing something now,
Nope.
day 1 will pass.
I'm gonna ask if he's cool if I can try to climb up the walls.
You want to climb the walls?
Yeah, I want to see what's up there.
My bedroom?
Sure. Never mind.
I would
I have an
prefer you
idea.
stay down on the first floor. Like, my unmentionables are up here.
Yep. Never carry on.
I can only imagine someone trying to dig through his shit and finding. I'm trying to imagine one of your characters trying to get up there and finding a giant pair of underwear. Not gonna lie, that was the first thing that popped in my head.
God, that bed is fucking huge.
Biggest pair you'll ever see. So yeah, the first day travels you from beneath. If you guys like, you guys can go out onto the clouds itself. It's still,
Nope.
it is still walkable.
You're
So-
not gonna go? I was actually gonna try it.
Yes, you can.
wow.
You can. You can see, beneath you the. If you since you're doing a straight shot toward Golden Fields, if you would have walked that straight shot, it would have taken 1 week, as opposed to 3 days. But you'd see just zooming past like the ground beneath you. You get glimpses of river and.
Tie a rope to you.
It's okay, fine.
Yeah, you get glimpses of like river, field, forest, like a little bit of everything, because Sword Coast has a lot of everything, really. Yeah, the first day passes without any issue. I'm not making you guys keep track of rations, so you don't have to worry about that.
So Shaquille O'Neal's bed is 15 feet by 30 feet. So that's probably about the size of the Giant's bed, honestly.
Like compared to us.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
well, adult male cloud giants, it says, are like 18 feet tall. So he could sleep on a 15 by 30.
Yeah, that is the size of his bed. How about that? 15 by 30. That's a big bed. I want a bed that big.
Fucking Shaq bed.
I want a bed that big.
I have something I wanna try. So like I'm gonna venture out and start walking on the clouds. Kosef insisted on me tying a rope around myself.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm holding the other end. I do not trust those clouds.
that's fair.
Why don't you tie it to something?
Better idea.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a giant desk on the first floor.
Just try tying it to something.
I only have 50 feet.
That's fair.
It's okay.
That will not get you to the.
Maybe then lights.
Oh, those lights are dangling about. I have that. Do. Dangling from the ceiling, so 100 feet up, and I'll say they probably dangle about halfway down, so they're about 50 feet up from you. Are 6 crystal spheres. They're orbs, but inside it is just a continually lit fire. You don't know where that fire's getting its oxygen from to continue burning, but it's burning.
Why don't you just throw something on the cloud?
Well, here, tie it to the door. Just tie it to the door.
You can do that.
Sure.
If
In
you
terms
throw
of
something
throwing
on the
things,
cloud,
you're the
it
expert.
doesn't fall through.
I got this. It's okay. I trust it.
So yeah, if you successfully walk on the cloud,
Okay.
congratulations.
Does it have like an established edge?
No. It
No?
just it's
Go ahead.
slowly, goes from like clearly solid looking, and then slowly like just tapers off. Doesn't have an actual like clear cut this is the end.
I imagine it to be like so you just start like walking into like a swamp made out of like jet puff.
Oh, dude. That's amazing.
But yeah, the more solid part of it feels like you're walking on AstroTurf, really. Has a slight little give to it, but it's still solid.
Spongy but firm.
Yeah.
Like a fine cake.
Yes.
Fair.
Yeah. So that's exactly what it's like. So are you just like? Are you in direct sight of the door?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
So like I'm gonna venture out, and that was like 50 feet of rope.
Yeah.
So yeah, we tied it to the door. It's all good.
50 feet will get you right to what might be the edge. Oh wait, that's a curtain. I'm sorry. So the door would be right here. Yeah. Yeah, you're more than safe from the clouds.
Okay. Cool. So I'd like venture out a little bit and like look back. And then venture out a little farther and look back.
Every time you look back, just white knuckled, holding the rope as hard as I fucking can.
You're still holding the rope.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's okay. And I'll like turn around and I'll like start jumping. Like hop on one foot or something like that. It's okay. It works.
You know, like super fast. Like it'd be like sticking your head out of an airplane at this point.
You're not moving that fast, but yeah.
Hey, look, it's fine.
Honestly, I'd say
Try it.
it'd be as if you're just driving down the highway. You're moving at probably about like 60, 70 miles an hour.
All right, cool.
It's fine. Come on, try it. Clouds are fine. Come on.
No.
Give it a try, Kosa. I'm gonna shove him. I'm gonna try to shove him like on the cloud.
Make me opposing strength checks.
Just straight strength, or you want?
Just straight strength for this. Good luck there, Parzival.
Nice.
Bring it, alien.
Ooh!
You try to push, but between Kosa like white knuckling the rope and just, I guess, essentially scared shitless and doesn't want to go on that cloud, he doesn't even budge.
Party pooper. I'm gonna join her.
Okay. Do you have a rope tied around you?
No, I'm gonna risk it.
Okay. Cool. I like this. So,
See, look, it's fun.
Nope.
You got it?
Come on, man.
so
Look, tell you what.
as Sabria continues walking out further, the cloud gives away, and you see Sabria walking, jumping, going, haha, look at this. And then you don't see Sabria. Because she went, woo!
Because what was
Now,
that? Whoop.
granted, I just moved to where she was, and I'm just staying there. Or am I?
You, Kosov, make me a perception check.
I mean, unless she's sneaky, she got a rope attached to her. Ooh, what's up?
That you noticed after she fell that that rope is not taut. It's a slack that you're holding on to.
Shit.
Now, do I see this? Do I see it, like, disappear?
You at the edge of
I would have
the
heard a scream. Right?
you ran to the edge since you walked over to like the edge where you saw her disappear. You see an empty rope.
All right, scratch that. I'm gonna go back in. Hey, by the way, she disappeared. Good luck with that. It's your fault. You didn't save her.
I'm just staring at the door.
Oh my god.
Send help.
Slowly pulling.
What's
her.
wrong, Kosef? And then you see her appear right next to you.
Mother- I'm done.
I'm done.
This might be my favorite thing in this module ever. So, Kosef, here's what happened.
Success!
She purposely fell, obviously, and then immediately cast invisibility, followed by Misty Step. To get back onto the cloud to sneak up behind you.
Does she tell me that? I wouldn't know that.
I would be just
I'm telling you-
dying of laughter.
I'm telling you
And
that
if
out
you
of character,
asked- If you asked, I would explain what I just did.
I know pretty much what
You
I
said
just
you
told
want. You said you thought magic was cool, right?
God
I showed you
damn,
more magic.
she got you there.
You didn't want to be trained by her.
Those are just a few other things I can do.
It's gonna be the greatest love-hate relationship ever.
Oh, God.
Cool.
I know we have multiple days to go, so I was like, you know what? It's okay if I blow a couple spells. I'll just get them back tomorrow night.
You will. So we'll say that's all from day 1.
Cool.
Day 2 comes, unless if anyone has anything more ridiculous they want to do.
Nope, I'm good.
That will pass. Day 2 passes.
Yeah, I made my way on top of the desk on day 2. That's about it.
I'll say because of it, it's probably about like 10, 15 feet.
Ooh.
So
You have an idea.
you eventually get up there. It takes a little while to work your way up, but you get up there. But they,
So where are the things, the chandeliers in
from the side view, or
no, in relative to the desk, like if you were to get
The-
on top of the desk, how much space is there between the desktop and the things
Um,
and the chandeliers?
about 35 feet.
Damn it.
What do you roll in athletics there for, Kaibar?
Well, at this point, it doesn't fucking matter since apparently I rolled a fucking 2, 3, 4, 4.
That's true, you did. Okay. So, on your 3rd day of journey, you spot 9 very thin and lightly armored humans riding giant vultures.
Is that normal? I asked to Sabria.
Would I know of something specific that would do that?
No. Probably not. If you want to roll me intelligence or... Yeah, I'll say intelligence.
4.
Yep, nope.
Damn. Okay.
You see them coming towards you all. Towards the tower.
Oh shit.
They eventually land on the clouds, like just outside of the clouds from where you are. So let me pop them up on the map.
I call out to Zephyrios, hey, it's friends of yours.
Give me a second. You got this is probably like earlier on in the morning. You hear very loud snoring coming from up above.
Maybe we should lock the door.
Repeat
Does it have a
myself.
lock?
You can not really. It doesn't have a lock. You're on a tower. I don't think he expected there to be a way for someone to sneak in.
That's fair.
But all the riders, from what you guys can see, are all wearing steel helms that cover their eyes. and resemble stylized bird heads. And one of them, we'll say this one that's coming up to the entrance. I'm going to move, Sabri, I'm going to move you inside. Has a shoulder bag adorned with a smiling face.
What the hell does that mean?
Maybe they're merchants. Or maybe they are bringing the giant supplies?
I don't know about that. Let me ask you this. So I picked up Prestidigitation as my level up cantrip.
As you should, it's a great spell.
It sure is, and very underused, which is why I want to use it now. Would you let me use Prestidigitation to enhance my voice, make it louder?
Does prestidigitation allow you to enhance your voice?
Not necessarily. I don't think so. It lists off a bunch of other things, but that's always been kind of one of those DM's choice kind of things.
Let me take a look at it. Because there is a spell that does your voice and stuff.
Oh,
That's,
yeah, Thaumaturgy.
Yep. That's the one I was thinking of. So,
Yeah. And I don't have access to that one.
you can't make your voice louder.
Yeah.
You can change what your voice sounds like, if you want. But you can't make it booming or any louder.
Okay, so I'm gonna... Oh, shit. What is... I may do that.
You're
Yeah, I'm gonna fire an Eldritch Blast up towards the next floor.
Oh, okay. So it'd be like, okay.
If there... So, from where I'm at, can I see anything on that next floor?
On the second floor?
Yeah.
Um,
Or is it an actual ceiling? I don't think it is, because he floated down.
now, that dotted circle that you see on your map, straight shot up to the second floor, where it's a opening circle, so you can
Okay.
kind of see
yeah.
a little bit up there, but you can't really, not much, honestly.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna fire off an Eldritch Blast up there and see if maybe we can get him to wake up.
Cool.
You guys try to keep the door shut.
Cool. Give me a second.
Okay.
He, you hear, there's, well, what are you doing down there? And he, kind of,
There's people here. They're just outside. I don't know if that's good.
people? You must be kidding. We're 1,000 feet in the air. There are no people out there.
They were riding giant vultures. I think they were vultures. Yeah.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. And you hear, that same, little noise you heard when he, snapped his, quill and
But he
book
pulled
into...
the quill.
You hear that? He starts, you can't see him, but he's, it sounds like he's writing shit down. It's humans
Are they
giant
friends
vultures.
of yours?
I've never seen people ride vultures in my life. You hear, some shuffling. And a couple seconds later, he's like, my God, they are on vultures. That is amazing. How do they who trains vultures?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody doing that.
That's so fascinating.
So
That
they're
is
not
interesting.
friends. Okay,
I don't know them, so I guess they can't be friends.
great.
Yeah.
He stays up on his second floor, though. He doesn't come down. He's just kind of staring out what you assume to be his window. And just, looking out there, just with stark fascination at these humans are coming in on vultures. But eventually they do land. And you hear him kind of mutter himself, well, this will be interesting. And, zing! But you do hear a knock at the door.
Oh God.
Big guy, what's your plan?
I have no business with them. See what they want. Maybe, and see what they want while I get dressed. Because they do not need to see me in my small clothes. You hear again, at the door.
All right, Tibria, you're the talkative one. Get to it.
You just ignore them.
Okay, let's just
Yeah.
make sure we can hold the door closed.
Enter that.
So you guys are just keeping the door shut?
I'm not gonna do that.
Do what?
Yeah, I'm not gonna open the door.
Okay, yeah. That's probably a good thing.
Interesting.
All right, that's fine.
He goes,
I don't
You-
know if
you-
we should let him in.
you hear this
Yes.
muffled voice from outside. It's like, come now. There's obviously someone in here. I know you saw us. It's not like we were hiding.
I'm gonna stay quiet.
The first time Parsifal ever stayed quiet.
Jesus Christ.
And
Of
rolls a
course.
nat 20 on his fucking stealth. I didn't even ask for it, but goddamn.
You saw it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
It's like, and you hear it again. It's like, come now, we have a business deal for you. We know you're in there. You wouldn't leave your tower unguarded. This point,
Hey, he mentioned the tower. They're here for you.
I certainly didn't invite them. And he'll peer out his window. He goes, and like you hear him yelling, like, "What do you want?"
So much
I'm-
for the stealthy approach.
I am very busy. And you hear, like, once again, like, the muffled voices, like, "We come to offer you a deal, giant." He's like, it's like, really more of a gift, if you will. He's like, "Ooh, I so love gifts. What is it?" He's like, "God damn it, making me play NPCs to talking to each other, you fuckers."
I don't get what you're saying. I'm hiding.
I know.
Fine.
He's like, our master has asked that we give you this pouch full of things. I don't really know what's in it. I don't care what's in it. But he has asked us to urge you to help our master bring the world back to the state it once was. Back at the dawn of our history. What say you? And he kind of like, he's like, "Give me a moment." And he thinks he's whispering, but it's a giant. She's like, "Did you guys hear that?"
Yeah, I don't know if that's such a good idea.
So tell them no. Got it.
Yeah.
Sorry, not interested. Do you have Thin Mints?
They exist here.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Thin Mints are amazing.
Okay, that sounds good, but everything else doesn't. No, I don't know about that. It meant sound really good though. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Whisper to everybody else, what's a thin milk?
Oh, it's this
I'm just like-
wonderful. It's this wonderful confectionery creation. It's absolutely wonderful.
You can find them in Kalimshan. God damn it, I forgot the name of this town. Anyway, one of the cities in the south. You can find them there.
I will keep note of that.
Actually, it's gonna bug me now what it's called. And I opened it on the
It's okay. We'll ask for them when we get to
Yeah. Cool.
Golden Fields. Maybe they have some.
Damn it.
I'm both sorry and not sorry at the same time.
I know you are. You hear the man outside goes like, he doesn't want us to take no for an answer. I'm not trying to be mean. He kind of has a way with words. He told us, to make sure this happens. I don't want to make him mad. And you're kind of making it so I'm going to have to make him mad. And that's going to end with me getting punished.
Ask him what's in the bag.
Okay.
Damn it.
What's in the bag? There's other people in there, isn't there? No. I'm gonna roll a deception for that. Where is the... I need the... Not you, I need you. Oh, you'll probably succeed. Unless I rolled a 20. Yeah, he succeeds. I don't quite believe you, but... Damn you. It's like, but yeah, what's in the bag? What's in the fucking box?
What's in the box? Shit, that movie.
Thank you. And you hear some shuffling outside. He says, where is it at? That it says it's in there. He's like, it looks like some dust. I don't know what it does. He's like, what use do you think I need dust for? Enough of it that brings itself in this tower on its own. I do not need the help of your bag. After a couple more minutes of banter between the two of them, the humans eventually they kind of give up.
My weapons have been ready this whole time, by the way.
They're not going to try to go toe to toe with a giant. And the man that he's been talking to finally yells. He's like, what does it say he yells? He's like, well, you are a foolish giant and you are short-sighted. No, I can see quite well, thank you. And you hear all these the giant of vultures flapping, and they eventually leave, pissed off, but they leave.
Yeah.
And that's on day 3, the day that you guys actually arrive. Later that afternoon, you arrive at Bryn Shander.
Goldenfield.
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, Golden Fields. I wanted you to go to Bryn Shander personally, but that's...
Look, we can only take so much of this guy at once.
Listen, depending on which one you go to, there's a lot of days of nothing really happening, and I'll just jump you straight to the days that shit were happening, alright?
That's fair.
I wasn't going to make you sit through 26 days of talking to Zephyrios, alright?
Props, by the way, for the double NPC RP there. That was solid.
I hate you so much for that.
That was good. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Eventually you guys see the Golden Fields in your view. And he kind of parks his tower probably about 2 or 3 miles away from the town. He's like, well... And before you can even say anything, he goes, you didn't think I was going to drop you in the center of town, did you? I'm not risking them hitting me.
That is fine.
Oh no, that's
I was a little
probably
scared.
it's probably for the best.
But since you are outside of town, he does lower it a little bit so that you're not 1,000 feet in the air, you're only 500 feet in the air.
That's
And then
progress.
the steps form. And you can all leave the tower if you so wish.
All right.
Okay.
I'm on my way down below with the cat on my shoulder.
I ask Zephyros if he's staying here. Like, do we come back? Because it's the it.
Um,
This is-
well, I will be here for a few days,
okay.
scrying, doing my magic, doing my mojo. Unless the gods tell me otherwise, I will stay here for the time being.
Okay. We'll be back.
Perfect. Alright, let me move you all on to the Golden Fields map.
Yay.
Can you just give us like a whistle or something to summon him?
He's not that nice, nor am I.
It's just like our mount now.
He's your mount. So, do you guys actually see the map, or do you see blackness?
I see the
I
map.
see the map.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good. So, I'm going to paste you all in the bottom left.
That's a lot of vaguely golden colored fields.
I wonder why.
Indeed.
So, I put you on the southwest side, where the main road is.
All right. Before we go in or venture any more forward, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's right. They're not gonna like me the way I am. I'm just gonna go back into a tiefling.
Okay.
Is this better for everyone? Just tell me, yes or no, or is it too much?
I don't know how I would. I don't know if I would know like local knowledge. So if any one location or other is anti-tiefling, I don't know.
Most. Roll me. Actually,
I
this
don't
was
think
being.
it's your appearance that's making you unlikable.
You ain't wrong there, buddy.
You can roll me intelligence if you'd like there, Sabria. Just what you know about tieflings.
Crit.
Tieflings.
I wish I hadn't wasted it
That's
because now I
stupid
feel
roll.
like I really don't even need it.
I guess this pump.
There's a lot of prejudice against tieflings. They are seen as they are stereotypically seen as evil. Or at the very least, they're usually seen as just like common thugs. Which Parzival being a rogue fits that fucking stereotype perfectly. As
Yeah.
when he's a tiefling.
I don't know. He's a pretty uncommon thug.
But him being a rogue.
Oh yeah. Can you do anything else besides
You can make your skin not gray if you'd like.
maybe make the horns not so noticeable?
Like a red elf.
It doesn't have to be red, but yeah, you can make yourself an elf.
Tell you what.
All right,
Tell you
fine.
what.
Fine. I'll
Can
be
you-
an elf.
Okay.
You've met many beings in your day. You can change to anything that any person you have met and have had a chance to actually look over.
All right. Let's go with an elf.
Cool. You now look like an elf. Congratulations. But yeah,
Oh, and in answer
Does
to
he
your
do that
to your
in
question,
front of us?
Sabria,
Does he like make us turn around or like?
I just change as it is. As we're walking up, I'm changing into an elf.
cool. You do so.
Also, to answer your question, yes, I do speak Elvish.
Well,
Okay.
that's good.
So yeah, right now, you have the run of the town, and I need to open up, I need to close out the Tower of Zephyros. We're done there, and I need to open up Golden Fields, so I know. Let me give you guys a quick layout of what you can do in the Golden Fields. You guys don't see the numbers that I have. It sucks. There's the main town. That's what I was looking for. So, as you can see just on the map, it's mostly fucking farmland. Within the town, towards... Whoops, I lost my thing. There it is. Where's G7 at on my map? Right around here, towards the central part of town, is a large abbey. Right, like just north of it, like is the town square, which is a couple stalls, like shopping, like for like a marketplace here and there. Nothing fanciful, really. Just enough to get them by. G8. There is an inn that I'm trying to find where it is on the map, because my map has a shitload of things on it that you guys can't see. I don't see G8, and that upsets me. We'll probably say that's probably somewhere in the center of town too, but there is an inn called the North Furrows End. Yeah. Boodaloo-doo. As well as a brewery. Cool. There's a brewery up here. And then the rest of it is fucking farm. Like, that's it. Like, there's not much going on in this town.
So, shall we go to the inn and ask where this person is? I turn to the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cool.
As the cat.
The cat has probably been clinging to any one of you for dear life the entire time you were up high.
I would assume to me because he was on my shoulder when we went up.
You would think that, but getting up to the front of the town is the trail you're on. It ends before a magnificent like stone gatehouse carved into the images of a full-bodied woman cradling I'm going to fuck this word up. Cornucopias. Sorry, I did not fuck it up. Ha. Yeah.
No, you're good.
Yeah. Image of full-bodied woman cradling cornucopias. Anyone that wants to can make me a religion check if they'd like. Cool.
19.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You know that this is... It's carved into the shapings of a goddess called... this one I will fuck up, so I'm just going to print it into the chat first. I'm going to say it's Chauntea.
Shanti.
Sure?
No, that's how you pronounce it.
Fuck you.
I got you.
Just pretty much, it's a goddess of, like, agriculture. Usually called the, well, she's not. The town is usually called the Granary of the North, and them fully worshipping Shanti,
You're welcome.
is proof of that. Now, I will bring Zephyros back into the story.
I'm not the one who had such an issue with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you see that there's a couple guards, like, standing outside the gatehouse. This entire town is surrounded by a huge wall. Does it say how tall the wall is? It does not.
I don't see it.
But I'm going to assume, based off of this image that's on here, that it is... Oh,
I
that
think
is...
70 feet.
Each square is 20 feet. So 20, 40, 60... Probably about 60 feet. Yeah, 60, 70 feet up.
Okay.
Around the entire wall. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
As we approach the gate, is it closed?
Yes. But there are guards standing right outside the gate. And they're just... Like Legend of Zelda guards, just pikes in their hand. Not holding it threatening towards you, but they do. Clearly, they are armed.
Okay. So we're approaching. I'm gonna make sure Parzival has actually become an elf and looks as inconspicuous as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I'm gonna walk up to the guards as long as everybody's following me.
Yeah. And one of the guards is like, "Hold. What is your business here?"
Okay. We found a cat, and we're pretty sure it belongs to relative of the person who owned it before.
A cat. You're here because of a cat.
I mean, it seems to be a very special cat. And I'm gonna motion over to Parzival.
And Kosov would know the name of the people. I tried to find it in my notes, but I couldn't.
I'm looking at it right now. The Zelbrins.
So,
Oh,
that one. They're the notaries. Okay.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and then you were told that their son Miros lives here in Golden Fields.
Yep. Cool.
So you have that information to give.
I can't think of what the man's name is. Look, we just want to return his cat.
And where did you find this cat?
In Nightstone.
So you traveled all the way from Nightstone to the Golden Fields for a cat. I've heard weirder stories. Why not? Sure. What are your names?
Sabria.
Parzival.
And he starts he like motions to the other guard, and they start writing down your names. He's like, so we got Sabria, Parzival. You two.
Cool.
Co. Okay.
Ibar.
Alright. And Kaibar. You look so thrilled to be here. You look like you could use a drink. We have a great brewery here.
I like that idea a lot better.
There you go.
Sure.
Just follow this road up. Well, follow the main road here in town. It's like they're opening the gates. It's kind of hard to miss the town square. But once you reach the main center of the square, you turn left and follow that road. You will see the brewery.
Thank you very much.
Where's the inn?
I still haven't found it on the map. I haven't. If you could see the amount of shit that I have on this map compared to you guys, you would understand why.
I believe it.
But my things are numbered, and there's no fucking G8, which is the inn.
Yeah.
Not because I can't find it, and until I find it, we'll say it's like just in the center of the town, like right by the center of the town square.
Cool.
Cool. What is it called? Cool. It's the North Furrows End. Yeah. Things though, it says it's standing north of the town square, and I don't see it on there. Fuckers. Anyway, you'll see. He points. He's like, if you guys head towards the brewery, you should see this. A very large building. It's about three stories, made out of stone. You'll see there's a nice wooden sign that says in fanciful letters. It says North Furrows End. And now that I'm stuck talking like Zephyros, god damn it.
Thank you. We're gonna go.
I don't know if you were trying to, if you were doing this on purpose, but
I'm not.
I mean, you sounded immensely pompous.
Thank you.
You sounded very pompous.
For what? Right, just now or with Zephyros?
No, just now.
Oh, I
Just
wasn't trying to now.
I was just like, is he bragging? Is he trying to? Is he bragging?
I'm stuck talking like Zephyros. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Hold on, are you doing a bit?
So yeah,
Nice.
he tells you where. He gives you like a quick like rundown of where everything is.
Cool.
And actually, you said the. Did you say to the gatekeeper like the family whose cat belonged to?
No, we didn't. I needed the name so we can tell the guards.
Yeah, I didn't have. I didn't have.
Well,
the
I'm saying
name of
since
that,
I gave you
didn't know.
guys the name, did you say that to the guards or not?
Yes, I would assume I would have said
Cool.
that before I said the name.
Yeah.
Um,
The
Eros, I think was his name.
oh, then you definitely want to go to the inn. He owns it.
Oh.
Okay,
well,
good.
That makes things easy. Thank you.
What was the name?
Thank you.
Miros
Eros.
Zeblin. Let me copy that. Paste. Bam. Miros Zeblin.
Cool.
So yeah, like right around like here will be where the inn is, and like I said, up here is the brewery.
All right, to the inn I go.
Cool. So what are you doing when you get to the inn?
I have no idea.
Congratulations.
I don't know. I'll choose somebody coming with me. Because I know somebody wants to keep an eye on me.
Cool. So wait, so who's going to the inn with you? Because I heard someone talking, but I didn't hear what.
Kosef will 10 feet behind.
All right. What about Sabria? And I'm assuming Kybar's going to the brewery.
I'll
You assume correctly.
I'm going to the I'm going to the inn with them, so I'll be following with them to return the cat. I'll be right back.
Okay. So you get to the inn. It is. Where am I? It's a. I wouldn't say it's a lively inn, just because, you know, it is a farming town. You're not gonna see much on the way of attacks or anything. Not attacks. Like brawls in the inn. But it does have its share of, you know, customers that are,
Alcoholics.
yeah, pretty much. You see in the inn, behind the bar is just like monstrosity of a man. Like this dude is, he's big. He's built big. Like fucking Rock built. But unlike the Rock,
As the kids say, he's swole.
but unlike the Rock, who is, you know, clean shaven everywhere, hairless across his body, this man's the exact opposite. This man is the hairiest man you have ever fucking seen.
So he can't smell what the rock is cooking then.
Sure. I hate you for that. Just a little bit. But, yeah. Just, like, barrel... it says barrel-shaped body with thick white hair covering his arms, chest, back, head. Probably more, but it doesn't tell.
He's a Yeti.
And I'm glad you said that. Underneath the like on like the like overhead of the bar, it says the Yeti's bar.
Oh God,
Cool.
puns for days.
And he sees you all walking in. Let me see how to properly play this man. Oh wow, I'm going. Please tell me I could. You're going. I'm going to show you what this man looks like.
Do it.
Roll 20 crash on me.
Do you see
I
that
love
photo?
I'm going to walk in about 10,
God.
15 feet behind everybody to make it kind of look like I'm not.
He
with them.
looked like a Reinhardt. A little bit.
He does strike me as a bit of Reinhardt. I can see that.
That is
if
impressive.
Reinhardt were bitten by a Yeti.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, where Yeti?
Yeah, Were Yeti. There you go.
Oh wow, what is his holy shit? Oh goddamn, I love it. I love everything about this character. Not
Yeah.
I don't love as much about this character as I did Zephyrios, but I love this character. Just reading his quick shit that I have for him. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. All right. He sounds a bit like fucking Griswold from fucking Diablo. Like, well, what
God
can I do for
damn
you?
it.
But he sees you all come
Fuck.
in, and he actually is like, visitors. We don't have much of them around here. You're not from this town. Come. Give you a drink.
I would
Okay then.
go in. Yeah.
So, you know we're not from here, but unfortunately we come with grim news.
Grim news. That's. No one likes getting grim news.
Well,
Percival, where are your manners? Let's move inside.
I am moving inside.
So he like motions you all to the bar so you can like sit down, have a drink. He's like, so
First of all, do you recognize this pet right here on my shoulder?
what is the pet's name? God damn it.
Relix, yo.
Relix?
Yeah, he drops mad beats on the weekends. And,
His real name is Runny Moore.
no.
Damn it.
Damn it. Well, thank you, Emily, for getting that. Like, laughing at that. For those that don't know, Skrillex is Sonny Moore from First to Last.
Nice.
Yeah, man, it's fucking weird.
He looks and he goes, Relix, come here! And that cat bounces off your shoulders into this yeti of a man's arms. And just like kind of like kneads on his shoulder before like curling up into a little ball and falling asleep in his hair.
Okay, now that's fucking adorable.
You're welcome for that.
Yep. Well, like I said, unfortunately, your parents did pass away during an incident a couple weeks ago.
I scooch my chair like an inch away.
Right? Like, just drop the bomb on him, why don't you? Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Can't tell it any more simple. I mean,
Yeah, ease him
No,
into
like
it.
that's why I said I should do the talking.
well, excuse me, you should have been talking before I started talking.
He looks at you and goes, what do you mean they passed? What?
Look,
And then I
happened?
will pass it over to Sabria. She will explain it more.
You're a dick.
Grey
Hey,
wing.
she's telling me that she wanted to do the talking, so
we've come from Nightstone. I can't remember the name of the goddamn town. We've come from Nightstone. It was attacked by giants.
By giants?
I'm afraid so.
Does it have the parents' names? It does. Cool. Melantha and Lathan. Can no one have a normal fucking name?
So would we have known that? We would have known the first names as well.
Yes.
Okay.
I already closed.
Dumb giant wizard, Jeffrey.
Some call me Jeffrey.
I'm
So-
terribly
so
sorry.
So
How's he taken?
Yeah.
he's
yeah,
kind
so
of
am I. And I'm gonna take a swig of the ale.
He didn't even get a chance to pour it yet because you just dropped news on him the minute you fucking walked through. You have no ale, good sir. You have no ale.
That's fine.
Kaibar has ale. He went to the brewery. He's kind of like standing there in shock right now. He's like, so Ma and Pa are they're gone?
I'm afraid so.
It happens.
What was the name of the guy who sent us on the quest?
Mark
Dwarf guy.
something.
Morak.
Morak. That's what I said.
So what were you about to say before Courtney started talking?
Just it happened as quick as it could.
Yeah, I think they were both just smushed by a boulder, weren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I'm not saying that.
That's
No.
fair.
It was quick.
Well, that's good. I think. I need a drink. And
I'm sure.
he grabs like probably like a fucking stein, like a big ass stein, just fills it up, and within seconds you see it went from filled to empty. Like he fucking man shows Ziggy Zaggy this thing back. Like it's gone. I'm full of references today.
Digging it. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna look around. Is there anybody else in the bar? And do I see anything that could be done?
What do you mean done by like?
Is there something that I can like wipe down counters, do the tables look dirty, like something that I could possibly do?
I mean,
Right now.
the place looks, I can't say immaculate, but it's as clean as you would expect an inn to be in the middle of the day. But there are a few other patrons in the bar, or in like the hospitable inn area. It's kind of just like having their own conversations, not paying attention to what you guys are doing at all.
Okay.
After probably like his third stein,
Jesus Christ.
he looks at you all and goes like, well, I thank you for bringing me this news. Were they buried at least?
Yes.
That's right. I think you did all the burying. It's like,
Did it myself.
that's good. Well, I thank you for bringing me this, terrible as it is, news, and for bringing me little relics here. And he like pets it.
Oh.
And then he offers you a night at the inn for free. He's not going to charge you for it. He's like, it's the most I can offer you for helping me with that. Or not really helping, but for giving me that information. Please take a look around town. Do as you want. There will be a bed waiting for you all when you come back.
Is there a shop nearby, or?
There's a few like marketplace stalls. There's no like. What are you looking for?
Probably like a apothecary shop.
It doesn't say that there's an apothecary, but a few of the farms do sell like herbs or like work with herbs and shit. You could probably find like not a full-fledged apothecary, but you can find someone that's willing to sell herbs that you might be able to use for potions and whatnot.
Alright, I think I'll do that. I do still have that herbalism kit.
You do.
I'm gonna
Alright,
ask if there's a-
before I go,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a 1 pint of ale.
Okay. That'll be 5 silver. So he'll pour you that, but mark 5 silver off your character sheet for purchasing some ale. He's giving you a room for free. He's not giving you alcohol for free.
That's fine.
Priorities, man.
I was still gonna pay him no matter what.
Oh, well, yeah. You go from 120 silver to 115.
No, I had 125 silver.
Oh,
I
okay.
just switched it.
Okay, never mind. My B. Cool. What are the other the other two that were here in this inn doing?
I feel really bad.
I bet you do, because someone was a jackass and just dropped a bomb.
I feel really bad. So
Yeah,
did Parzival just like straight up walk out? Is he heading off to that shop?
Well, I still need to know which farm areas are located that I can.
It's one of those. He just points you towards like the stalls that are around the town, like the town square or center, and he says one of them will sell, like if you look around you'll find it.
All right, thank you. And again, sorry for your loss and sorry to drop it quick. I just wanted to rip off the wound.
Rip off the wound. Okay.
We don't have bandages, all right?
I'm pretty sure that's what they're called.
So, are you? I want to know what you two are doing before I hop over to Kaibar at the brewery.
So I'm guessing he walks out, and I just looked to Kosa. I'm just like, I think I'm gonna stick around here for a little bit.
Okay. Turn to Miras. Is there anything you'd like us to do?
There's nothing that needs doing. I thank you though. He like looks around. Even though there are customers, it's not like it's like crowded. It's like this is pretty much what I do every day. This is under lock and key. We're good.
All right. Well, thank you for the room. Sorry for your loss. I'll see you around. Be back later. I'm gonna go to the brewery.
All right. Well, Kaibar gets to the brewery first, so.
Oh yeah.
So Kaibar, you arrive at this brewery. It is a series of buildings that were kind of it started off like maybe one small building here, another one there. They quickly like became like they all attached to each other throughout the years, and it's just like one giant manse, like not a full mansion. It just says it's a manse. But just walking up to it, you can smell all the barley and hops as they're being fermented in these buildings.
Delightful.
There's like obviously like one main entrance towards the center of it that has like a welcoming little sign, saying Golden Gulp Brewery. And like under it says, I'm just going to make something up based on what it says that they make. It just says like finest ales and wine along the Sword Coast. But yeah, as you see, there's no. You can see like workers like on the inside. No, obviously no guards or anything. It's just since it's everyone in the town. But the doors, like the main door, it's like a double-sided door. One of them is completely open, the other one's closed, so it's not like, they're closed up and locked. That's what you see.
Alrighty. If that's the case, I will head on inside.
All right, you do so. You see, probably about like 5 or 6 people like in that front foyer, essentially, of what you would call the building. But There's a no actual like bar per se, but there are like along like the back wall is just barrel after barrel of just different ales, and you can see on them like stamped onto them, not really stamped, but like all burned in through like branding. What looks to be like the dates of when they were sealed up for, aging and what have you. A couple of them are cracked open. But there's really no one there that's like manning all of the barrels. It's just kind of like you see the barrels and you see like on a counter next to it, just a bunch of empty glasses.
Oh, well, I mean, in that case.
I will say you do see like 2 or 3 people kind of like standing around. One of them do have like an air of authority look to him. Looks like you could probably infer that he's there to make sure no one's drinking more than they should be.
I'll kind of approach him and give him a. Hey, so do we just
You're allowed to take a. Is like you can see like the taps. I guess the taps on those like. These are all aged at different months of the year. You're allowed to take samples of each one to see what you like. If one of them if you fancy one of them, you can buy an entire cask of that, like of a barrel that was, sealed up at the same time.
Well, alrighty then. Tasting tour is in order, I suppose.
There's probably about 15 different barrel. Actually, not. Yeah, I'll say 15. A couple of them are like 2 or 3 months apart from each other. Then there's like a couple of them that are a couple years apart. The ones that look like they've been aging for a couple years, probably not ale. It's more of a wine. I can't imagine someone aging beer or ale for years. That would be fucking gross. But you'll say like on the one side is mostly wines, the other side is mostly ales.
I mean, I've got a lot of blood for that alcohol to go through, so.
Kosa, you probably walk up as Kybar's probably on his like 3rd or 4th sample.
Okay, so
Whoa, what happened there?
glitch.
Okay.
So
That was fucking weird.
you heard nothing.
He was possessed by a demon.
Magic.
So, what shall we do? What do I do? There's people here, right?
Yeah, and you see a couple workers. You see Kybar going cask to cask, trying different alcohols.
Cool. Let's do that.
Yeah, you see like the empty glasses that you can grab and do the same thing if you want.
Yeah, I'll give each a taste. Not as much as Kybar's doing, but
Yeah, you're allowed like the guard probably watching Kybar. If he sees you starting to get too greedy on your pours, or if you're going back to the same cask multiple times, he will say something, be like, if you're going to keep drinking that, you're going to pay for them.
I mean, I've got the money for that, so.
Okay, that's fair. So say that you two spend the better part of the afternoon getting drunk on a ale and wine tasting venture.
the tour is free, right?
The tour is free as long as you don't get greedy with your drinks.
Perfect.
And it's kind of on a judgment call on the guard that's there. If he thinks that if he feels you're being too greedy, he'll say something. But I
I'm
mean,
not.
as long as you're not being a jackass and like pouring the glass to the top every single time and going to cast doing that, he's not really going to say much.
No, for me, I'm just literally like tasting.
Okay. But you taste some of them some that are pretty bitter, some you find one that tastes like the drink that I'm drinking right now, the Sea Quench Ale.
Super delicious.
Fantastic
choice.
You find one that tastes like that, and then you find a couple like wines, some pretty dry, some sweet.
I mean, look, we don't have to worry about scurvy if I'm carrying that. Like, there's enough lime in there. Like, we're good.
Right? God damn. So yeah, you guys do that. If you eventually decide you want to buy a cask of ale, let me know, and you can buy a cask of ale.
How much is a cask of ale?
I don't rightly know. It doesn't say. Because really, in the module, it's written that visitors aren't allowed in the brewery, but I like the idea of you guys being allowed to go. Cask of ale. That's not... Whoops. Find ale. A 1 barrel of good quality ale is 8 gold.
Oh, damn. That is a lot, actually. I mean, I could buy that, but I'm not spending 8 gold on that.
The poor quality ale is 3 gold for a barrel.
Can I get a cask of your poor quality ale? Like, sir, get out.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm looking at, like, the trade goods, like, for the price of it. For 200 gold, you can buy 1 slave or 1 maid. You can buy...
Wait, how much?
For 200
Damn.
gold.
I'm about 25 gold off.
From being able to buy a person.
That's terrible. I mean, I could just take the spell Unseen Servant. It's the same thing. And save money.
I'm looking at the trade goods, and like I know they're just doing it because it is like legitimate like trade goods, but I enjoy some of it. It's like 3 gold for a pound of mustard. Let me just get a fucking pound of mustard.
There you go.
Like, just
Would be better if it was a pound of mustard seeds.
Oh my god.
Alright, so
Boy.
you guys are doing that. Let's jump over to Parzival, who's wanting to buy shit. And once we're done with Parzival, that's probably where we're gonna have to call it for the night because I didn't realize it's already 9:50.
Oh shit.
So Parzival, you were wanting to buy some herbs and shite?
Yep.
Cool. First roll me a perception to see if you can find the stall you're looking for. Or how long it takes you to find the stall. 6. It takes you a good hour, but you eventually find the stall you're looking for. You see like hold on. You see this woman just standing at a stall, like a bunch of like different plants, like so it's just they're herbs, so like different colored plants, roots, what have you. She's not really. She's kind of just standing there. She's not like calling out to anyone, like come buy my shit. She's just kind of like just standing there, looking a little bored actually.
Do you by chance sell any herbs, ma'am?
And she looks at you. She looks at you, looks at the stuff on her stall, and looks back at you and goes, "Did you really just ask if where you can find herbs?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm not from around here.
Do you know what herbs are?
Very little.
Then I could say you anything and you would say it's an herb.
You're good.
You're not good at shopping, are you?
Nah, most of the time, my shopping's always been quite and simple. I've never been to this part of towns before.
Okay. Well, I sell herbs. I have a lot of them. And she says a lot, and you look, and there really looks like maybe like 20 different things that she sells total. She makes it sound like the way she said a lot, you'd think there'd be more variety, but that's what she has. So, what are you looking for exactly?
Attempting to make a potion of greater healing, or potions in general.
I fucking hate you. Crafting. Bam. Cool. Alright. So, she can sell you the stuff to make potions.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at you and is like, do you know how to make a potion?
Best thing I got is an herbalism kit.
So, no, you don't know how to actually make it.
No. If you know, would you kindly teach me?
This woman's probably looks like she's in her mid-20s, and she's about to get real condescending on your ass. She goes, "Oh, honey, potions are a bigger deal than you know. You do know to make just one potion, it's going to take multiple days, right? It's a long process. And very expensive. Do you have money on you to buy a lot of things?"
If I can make 2, I might have enough cash.
I think, out of character, I think I'm about to make you very unhappy with how much it's going to cost you. Cool. So... To the ingredients that it'll cost to buy to make one potion will cost about 50 gold to buy the ingredients. It takes about 4 days to make a potion. And then I gotta double check this, the way it's written in where I'm looking. It's even though it says it costs $50 gold to buy the items, it costs another 100 gold to craft. So it'd be 150 gold to make this potion. And it'll take you 4 days to make one. You can make 2 at a time, but it's going to take you 4 days to make a potion and cost you 150 gold each.
Well, would you mind just showing me what herb to look for whenever I'm out in the wilderness, please?
For a price.
Okay.
Ooh, this is good.
How... Let's see. How about 5 gold?
She just blinks at you like, really? So, for me to make a potion for someone, or for you to make it yourself, so the ingredients it'll cost you about 150 gold to make everything. How would that be good for business if I taught you how to do it for 5?
Okay, well, I just needed a pricing. Then I'll see you.
For the price of one potion, she'll teach you what you need to find it. So to buy a potion normally, it costs 100 gold. So for 100 gold, she'll teach you what herbs to look for.
Okay, well... Alright, I'll just keep making it on my own. Just experiment. You know how it is. And I'll walk away.
And you hear her say, "May gods have mercy on this poor man's soul."
Hey, I don't trust the gods that much. As I keep going.
Elves.
I'm getting that was a bad name. Yay!
And that's where we're going to call tonight. With Parzival failing to buy or create potions.
Hey.
So, before we cut out completely, I'm going to tell you what you missed because you avoided the fight. There was some treasure to be had if you would have fought.
Really?
One of them being that smiling bag was a bag of holding.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh no.
Damn it!
And the bag of dust he had was pixie dust.
I'll be right back.
That
Oh,
whenever you
God.
use pixie dust, how many uses does it have? It was a bag with 10 uses of pixie dust, and each time you use it, you roll a d100 and it gives you a different effect.
Oh my god.
Wow. Well, we might see.
Damn. Maybe. That would be nice.
But yeah, you missed out on a bag of holding.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but see, I wanted to avoid combat, but now no one else is ever gonna want to avoid combat. Cool shit.
I mean, I don't really need a bag of holding to carry stuff. I got it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we don't need a bag of holding. We got biceps of Kaiba.
Also, the spell book that Zephyros had, it's possible to steal his spell book if you would have tried to get to that second floor. But his spell book
Really?
weighs 250 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And we might see him again too.
It's barely a quarter of my max level.
So,
Just because,
go
like,
ahead,
also
sorry.
just how big it is. Like, it's a giant's book. Like, how are you gonna?
It's a big
I want to
ass
know.
book.
It says like it's written in the treasure for his tower as if you could steal it or somehow get away with it. I'm like, how are you going to stealth out of there carrying a giant book? Like, that's not something you can hide in your shirt.
no.
Would it have fit in the bag of holding?
Nope, because the bag of holding, as long as it can fit in a normal sized bag, it can go
Is
in.
Damn.
enlarge and reduce still a spell?
Yes, they are.
It is.
Well, there we go. You just reduce it. Easy peasy.
Even at half size, I don't know if it would fit.
You might be able to hide it better.
That's true.
But yeah.
Chuck it out the tower. and
See,
figure out
what I was asking about was if they were spaced properly, or if I could figure out the spacing right. I might have been able to use Misty Step, but
Oh, you-
Misty
you
Step
probably-
only extends to 30 feet.
I'm pretty sure you could have found a way eventually if you would have tried hard enough.
Oh well, we'll try it again on the next trip.
Cool. That was fun. Which is weird because talking your way out of that fight is an option. It's written in like how to talk your way out of it. And you just did it by not letting them in at all.
Yeah,
But it's
I'm
weird.
surprised they didn't try to like break the door down or something.
But it's fun because you two, as you guys got to Golden Fields, you're officially on chapter 2.
Oh, good.
Sweet.
Heal.
And it's weird because you guys haven't really done anything since you leveled up to level 4.
But
And-
you leveled up to level 5.
Yeah. When you get to chapter
Yes.
2, you get to level 5. And I'm guessing
Yes.
I'm guessing they were expecting they're expecting players to fight.
Oh, that's funny.
But we
Easiest level change ever.
And also if you guys would have gone to either Tribor or Bryn Shander, there was a second encounter.
Ooh.
Because it's a farther distance. That's it. So yeah, congratulations. You guys got the easiest. You guys got a level for listening to me talk as Zephyros. Congratulations.
That was dope. I love it. Oh my god.
So let's do those introductions. I'm gonna do it according to my Zoom check because I already closed out Twitch like an idiot. First up, Ismad. Who are you? Who do you play? Or who are you? Where can people find you if you want them to find you? Which I don't think you do. And what did you think of tonight?
I enjoyed it. Granted, wish I could have learned a little bit more, but easy come, easy goes.
Cool.
You just catch me here every Wednesday.
Yay. Next, Emily, you're up. Same questions to you.
Alrighty. Tonight was pretty cool. I mean,
You
not
didn't get to
that-
smash anything.
Yeah, I don't like giants a whole bunch, because they're all fucking terrible by and large, or at least that's how Kaibar feels about them. Not a huge fan. Thinks they're all mediocre.
That's fair.
But yeah, tonight was a pretty solid session. I got to be a grump for a little while and also make fun of people, and I'm on board with all of that. It's a pretty okay birthday present.
And you got a nail.
And you got some mail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next, Dave.
Yo, I play Kosef, and if you, for whatever reason, want to see more of me, I'm here, of course, on Wednesdays, or you can just look up Subcycle stuff. Yeah. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Last but not least, Courtney.
Hi guys, Courtney Elias here. You can find me on my personal channel on Monday nights. I'm either streaming to the creative channel or playing video games with other people. Wednesday nights, I'm right here. Thursday nights, I'm over at Unmade Gaming for some more D&D, and then Saturdays, I'm over at Kit Battlebeard for some more D&D because I'm fucking obsessed. I can't get enough of this shit. Anyway, this Saturday, I will actually not be on that channel because I'm graduating college.
Yay!
Yep.
What
so I'm gonna be
bachelor's?
bachelor's. Yeah. Bachelor's in communications, actually.
Hey, there you go.
So that's gonna be happening Saturday, and I've got a few family members coming in for that, so I'm gonna be spending the weekend with my family, just kind of celebrating. But next week, right back at it. So next Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Cool. Courtney,
So-
I'm trying to, if you want, go ahead and just copy or type in your Twitch page on
Oh,
chat.
yeah. I'll throw that in chat.
I don't have it blocked like other people. And then, yeah, obviously, guys, you can find me here on Wednesdays. You can find me kind of here, but really on Unmade Gaming on Thursdays. And any other day, probably playing random PS4 games because I play a lot of video games. But that being said, I am looking for another group if anyone is interested on Sunday nights. I love doing modules because it's a lot easier for me, but also they're just fun stories. And my favorite module I've ran so far has been the Tomb of Annihilation. So I'm looking, but because there's so much you can do in that module, the players that I'm running through it right now have missed out on probably about 2/3 of what you can find in Chult for this module. So I'm looking for people that are interested in playing on Sundays doing the Tomb of Annihilation. If anyone's interested, you can message me here on Twitch. You can go to mainly my Facebook page. Just type in "Caution May Contain Nerds." I'll just throw that in the chat for you guys. Message me there. If you're interested in playing, we will get a party together and play some fucking Tomb of Annihilation. I fucking love that module so much. Boom. So yeah. With that being said, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow with Unmade. Bye.
Latest.